mean, it's just great. 20 years you people have been coming to this. God bless you. We pray for you downstairs. We pray for everybody downstairs. I went to Mickey Finn's the other night. Well, this is during football season, and I tried to get my dog in. I got a little bitty dog. And I said, can I bring my dog in? The guy said, no, keep the dog outside. I said, you're not going to bother anybody. He said, no, don't know dogs. He said he might, do whatever dogs do. And I said, he's not going to bother anybody. I'll give you $10. The guy said, okay, give him the 10. He says, find a place at the bar. Don't let the dog make any noise. No barking, no yapping, no biting, no snarling. I said, he's better behaved than most of your patrons. Anyway, the Bills were playing. I got sent, get to the bar, got the dog on my lap. Everybody's eating popcorn and everything. The Bills take the kickoff. They run it down to the 30. They stall out. They kick a field goal. My dog jumps off my lap, runs on 3 legs down the bar, high-fiving all the guys. You gotta get a picture of this. Honest to Pete, this is not true. And everybody thinks it's great. The bartender comes up to me, he says, man, that's great. He says, what a great little dog. I said, yeah. He said, does he do that every time the Bills get a field goal? I said, every time. He said, what does he do when they get a touchdown? I said, I don't know, I've only had him 3 years. On behalf of the Snacky players, I want to welcome you here. Like I say, 20 years we've been doing it, and it's every year it's a kick, and every year it gets better and better, and tonight is no exception. The rules are the same as they have been. Sometimes the fire marshal says you got to tell them where the exits are. Well, if you turn the sign around, it says entrance when you come in and exit when you leave. So I don't think anybody will get confused on there. The restroom's on the other side of the bar, which is great planning. There's no smoking inside, so smoke outside, bathrooms inside, don't confuse them, please. Tonight's show is skits, music, melodrama. You're going to have a blast, and we thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Act 1, Scene 1.
Welcome one, welcome all, welcome short and welcome tall, welcome seniors, welcome juniors, welcome families big and small, up and down, smiles abound, everywhere to be found. It's so good to have you with us as we share our hugs and kisses. It's a year come and gone, another show just for fun, and you know we'll always give it all our best. So please applaud and cheer, we're very glad you're here. You're our guest, be our guest, be our guest. As you may or may not know, we started 20 years ago, when Monsignor had a vision to escape the winter snow. Gather friends far and near, spread the word so all will hear that we're starting a tradition. All are welcome to audition for a part in the show, pure as the driven snow. And since 1982, how we've been blessed, blessed with cast and crew, and blessed with all of you. You're our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Song and dance, cabaret, melodrama, or a play. We've seen hippos, crabs, and lobsters, even dragons on this stage. 20 years, what a run! Look at all the friends who've come to share a laugh, a smile, a song, and when all said and done, a special thanks goes to you for the love that's shining through. It fills our hearts, our spirit is refreshed. With all our dear friends here, we hope it's very clear. You're our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
Lord curly mustache and black cape surround me. Stealing a kiss or the mortgage or money. Life is just great when I pull the strings. My favorite things. Foiling the villain, oh how it does thrill me. Win the girl's heart by the end of the story. Happiness forever after will bring. These are a few of my favorite things.
When I'm tied up and the train comes and I'm shocked,
Yeah!
I simply remember my hero will come and then I won't feel so bad.
Eggs by the dozen, the people ain't buying. Too much cholesterol, they keep on crying. Egg beaters now have a healthier ring. These are a few of our favorite things. Please, Colonel Sanders, the chickens don't fry. And when I cross the road, don't ask me why. Those buffalo really should get their own wings. These are a few of our favorite things. I am a lobster and she is a crab. I give her compliments, she gives me jabs. Still sharing friendship, much happiness brings when we remember our favorite things. No more crab cakes, no more lobster bakes. That would make us glad.
We simply remember our favorite things, and then we don't feel so bad.
Our contestants will have 1 minute 30 seconds to earn a possible 125,000 bananas. So far, as a possible 250,000 bananas, they've earned a pathetic 1 banana. Now let's see who swung the vine into the coconut tree one too many times. Stop the clock. George, what sound was Tarzan famous for? That is correct. Hillary, what Clint Eastwood movie starred an orangutan? That is correct, every which way but loose. Cornelius, give the essential theory for Einstein's relativity. That is correct, E equals mc squared. Stanley, what is the last name of Romeo's Shakespeare? That is correct, Montague. Gladys, who is buried in Grant's tomb?
Well, I haven't been to a funeral in a long time. My neighbor died, and her husband looked pretty good. So I thought, well, his name is Grant. Grant Weisensall, a really nice guy. But he's not dead. I don't know.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Ulysses S. Grant. George, who was shot at Ford's Theater? That is correct, Abraham Lincoln. Hillary, which member of the band The Monkees was named Dreamy by Marsha Brady? That is correct, Davy Jones. Cornelius, what color is used to describe a male gorilla? That is correct, silver or silverback. Stanley, who wrote The Sweet Peter and the Wolf? That is correct, Prokofiev. Gladys, what is the name of the chimp that starred in the movie Bedtime for Bonzo?
Well, I don't go to the movies much, but I did see that one. It starred Ronald Reagan.
That is incorrect. Now time to see who our slick Simeon selects for the missing link. They're not earning bananas, they're going bananas. All right, that's enough. Let's see whom our primitive primates have chosen to re-enter the primordial soup. George. Hillary. Cornelius. Stanley. Gladys. Well, Gladys, it seems you're not as appealing as you had thought. You are the missing link. Goodbye. Wait! Stop! Station break!
Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their noses in the air? High hats and arrow colors, white spats and lots of dollars, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and contour waistcoat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Strolling up the avenue so happy, all dressed up just like an English chappie. Very snappy, come let's mix, where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and contour waistcoat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Strolling up the avenue so happy, all dressed up just like an English chappie. Very snappy, come let's mix, where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz.
Chapter 4. Snow White meets the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White had been walking in the forest for quite some time when she approached a tiny cottage. She cautiously looked to see if anyone was about, then knocked softly on the door. No one answered, so she knocked harder.
What a darling little cottage! Why, it's just like a dollhouse!
It was dark inside, so Snow White lit the lamp by the door.
Hello? Hello? Looks like no one's home. Oh, what cute little furniture! Oh,
As she looked around, she noticed things were hardly tidy.
my, what a messy room! Dirty clothes and cobwebs everywhere and dust! Why, I bet they never even used that broom.
I know, said Snow White. Maybe I'll clean up things and they'll let me stay.
I'll get a fire going and make it nice and warm.
Looking around, she noticed another door and opened it wide.
What adorable little beds!
She noticed a name on each bed.
Doc, Sneezy, Dopey, Bashful, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy. Sleepy. Oh, I'm kind of tired myself. I think I'll rest for a while.
As Snow White lay sleeping, the sound of whistling filled the air as the occupants of the tiny cottage returned home.
Look, the lift's loose. The lift's locked. The light's on.
Doors open, the chimney smoking. Somebody's here. Come on out.
Careful, everybody. Search every hook and granny, crooked granny, search everywhere.
And so they proceeded to search everywhere.
Perhaps we should spread out and cover the whole cottage.
Oh, good idea. Outspread. Spread out.
As they looked at the chairs, they saw Snow White lying there.
Don't be afraid, big guy.
We're right behind you. Gosh, it's big. Ooh, let's kill it before it wakes up.
All the commotion woke up Snow White. She saw the tiny people and could hardly believe her eyes. She rubbed them and rubbed them again.
Why, it's a girl. Yes, it is. And my gosh, isn't she pretty?
Pretty my foot! She's a woman and they ain't nothing but a pack of trouble.
Well, now, Grumpy, let's not be too hasty.
Why, thank you, Doc. You are Doc, aren't you? And you must be happy.
Snow White proceeded to identify each dwarf by name.
Well, you're kind of cute. Red is definitely your color. And, oh, you must be Sleepy, Sleepy. Are you Dopey? Oh, well, that must make you Grumpy.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
Hey, now, you seem to know an awful lot about us, but what about you? Where do you come from?
Well, my name is Snow White, and I come from the hamlet of Mendenshire. I really need a place to stay for a while, and it looks like you guys could use some help around here.
What do you mean, need some help? Things is just fine around here, just fine.
Now, wait a minute, Grumpy. Maybe she's got a point there. She needs a place to stay, and we sure could use some help with the cooking and the cleaning.
Can you cook hot, can ya?
Yeah, we're pretty tired of beans.
What do you mean, pretty tired of beans? Why, they was just fine 2 nights ago when we had bean and possum stew, and those leftovers made a mighty tasty possum pot pie last night.
I don't know, them beans are like buckshot in your stomach. Why, they're enough to keep a feller up half the night.
What's on the menu tonight, Grumpy? Beans almondine?
Oh, something way better than that. Bean surprise.
Please, can you cook?
Why, sure, but I can't do justice to beans.
Hooray! We have ourselves a cook, hooray!
And the cleaning. Don't forget about the cleaning. Could use somebody to pick up around here. Things can get tad cluttered.
Snow White was elated. At last she'd have a place to stay.
I can do that. As a matter of fact, if you like, I can start right now. Okay. This one could go in the laundry bag, and this one could use some mending, and and this one is for the rag bag. But first, supper.
Supper! Why, we worked up quite an appetite working in those mines all day. Yes, sirree, quite an appetite.
Well, then you'll want to hurry and get ready.
Get ready.
Well, of course, you've got to wash before you come to the table.
Wash? Wash? Why, before you know it, the next thing she'll have us combing our beards and brushing our hair. This ain't gonna work, I tell ya.
Oh,
Come on, this could take a little while, a little while.
But I ain't dirty.
I just know I'll catch a chill. Oh, come on, Dopey, it can't be that bad. Let me help you wash behind those ears.
You just mind your P's and Q's, Missy. I'll give you 1 week and we'll see how this works out. Washing our ears, washing our hands. Next thing you know, she'll have us
I think things will work out just fine.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you mind? Could you mind? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you
be mine?
Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, could you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Thank you, Mr. Rogers.
You a lawyer?
You got any sevens?
Nope. Go fish.
Okay. I got it! I got it! There's yes!
And so, my fellow bus drivers, and all you bus drivers out there with your wives and your friends and your children, it's with big gratitude that I accept this award. Oh, boy, I'll never get through this.
Oh, Ralph, I think this is so exciting that you'll be up there in front of all those people tonight giving your acceptance speech.
Yeah, all those people.
Oh, Ralph, I just want you to know how proud I am of you. And to think you're not even nervous. I'd be a wreck.
Yeah, a wreck. Oh, if she only knew.
Hey, Ralph!
Hi, Norton.
Hey, what's up?
I'm a wreck, Norton.
Why?
Well, tonight's the night that Alice and I are going to go to the annual Busman's Ball, and they're going to present me with a 10-year safe driving award.
Hey, Ralph, well, that's great. I had no idea. Congratulations.
Well,
sir.
thanks, Norton.
Yeah.
You know, Norton, you just keep driving and driving, and then someday somebody decides to recognize you for something in front of a whole bunch of people, and you turn into a wreck.
Yeah, hey, that's not very good, Ralph, for a 10-year safe driver, huh?
Don't start with the jokes, Norton.
All right, Ralph, but hey, you know, well, everybody's got to stand up and say a few words now and then.
Oh, this is more than just a few words, Norton. My boss wants me to take this opportunity to inspire the other drivers about being more safe in their driving, too.
Oh, inspiring, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Ralph, did I ever tell you about the time I spoke before the local sewer workers union on the benefits of sludge?
Sludge? No, I don't think you told me that.
Well, I'll tell you, Ralph, you can do this.
Well, right now I don't see how. I gotta start getting ready in a couple of minutes, and right now my stomach is churning on its way through butter on its way to becoming large curd cottage cheese.
All right, well, don't let it get you down, old pal of mine. Coach Ed will help you break through to this auspicious occasion. Yes, indeed. We're going to show you how to accept this speech with class.
Well, anything you can do has got to help, Norton, so try.
Okay. Now, first thing that's going to happen, the speaker's going to announce Ralph Cramden will now come forward and accept this award. Right?
Ralph,
Okay.
have you seen my makeup case?
No, Alice, I haven't.
Hi, Ed.
Oh, yeah, Alice.
Are you helping Ralph with his speech?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
isn't it wonderful? Such an honor. So many people.
So many people.
All right, old pal of mine. Now, look, okay, now pick up from there. So you've been announced. This is you walking up to the podium. Hey, look, Ralph, you lost some weight, huh?
Thanks, Norton.
All right. So you walk up to the podium. You're standing tall. You were looking ever so confident in the words which you were about to...
Will you get on with it?
All right. So you stand at the podium and you look out at your audience. First thing you do, you gaze to your left. Then you gaze to your right. Then you gaze straight...
Stop gazing and start coaching!
All right. So then you begin your delivery. Now, what's your first line?
I can't remember.
Oh, you got to have your first line. That'll get you started. It's got to be something to put you at ease.
Well, I got it written down here, but it's getting off the paper and out of my mouth. That's the problem.
Hey, not to worry. Let's see here. Okay, and so, all right. Pick up shirts on Tuesday.
Stop that sign! Turn it over!
Okay. Oh, there we go. As I look out over this sea of faces, Ralph, that's it.
What?
That's it, the sea of faces.
What?
You're so concerned about all those people out there. No wonder you're a wreck. Yeah. What you got to do is start off with something that'll lighten you up, get you started, make them feel comfortable. Tell them a joke.
I don't do jokes very good, Norton.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, you can have a safety chart and talk to that, huh?
I haven't got a safety chart and I got to start getting ready in a couple of minutes, Norton.
Well, let's see. Oh, here we go. This will do it, Ralph. When you go up there, see, you walk up there and you put your arm in a sling like this, and you say, if you don't drive safe, this could happen to you, huh?
Norton, the best thing you can do to help me now is get out.
Hey, Ralph, would the professional athlete ignore his coach? No. Would the budding actor ignore his coach? I'm going, Ralph. I'm going.
For the moon you're going.
All right.
Never get through this night.
How's it going, Ralph?
Oh, Alice, I'm a wreck. I'm not all cool and collected like I told you I was.
You're not?
No.
Oh, well, Ralph, they didn't give you this award to cause you any embarrassment. They just wanted you to know how much they appreciate what a good driver you are.
Yeah.
Just the fact you're being presented with this award sends a message to all the other drivers that safety's important. Isn't that what your speech is supposed to be about?
Well, yeah.
Well, then you just get up there and say what you truly feel and you'll do just fine.
And I won't embarrass you?
Oh, Ralph, no matter what you say or do up there tonight, as long as it comes from your heart, it'll be the right thing and I'll still love you.
Baby, you're the greatest.
spring.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Cadillacs, cataracts, hearing aids, pollen and fix-it and false teeth and pacemakers, golf carts and porches with sleep.
These are a few of my favorite things.
When the pipe blink, when the bones creak, when the knees go bad, we simply remember our favorite thing, and then we don't feel so bad.
Hot tea and crumpets and corn pans for bunions. No spicy foods and no foods cooked with onions.
Housecoats and hot hats and hot meals they bring. These are a few of my favorite things.
Back pains, confused brains, no fear of sitting. In bones and fracture and hair that is thinning.
And we won't mention our short, shrunken frames when we remember our favorite things.
When the joints ache, when the hips break, when we're feeling sad, we simply remember our favorite things, and then we don't feel so bad.
Could I have the spotlight, please? I'm to the right. Stage right. Thank you. In the story of my life, nobody ever knows I'm around. Nobody. If someone stood up in a crowd and raised his voice up way out loud and waved his arms and shook his legs, you'd notice him. If someone in the movie show yelled, "Fire in the second row, this whole place is a powder keg," you'd notice him. And even without clucking like a hen, everyone gets noticed now and then. Unless, of course, that person it should be invisible, inconsequential, me. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane. You can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. I tell you, Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Suppose you were a little cat residing in a person's flat who fed you fish and scratched your ears. You'd notice him.
Or maybe even in your house, along the wall you spy a mouse who runs away, so small and scared. You'd notice him. A human being's made of more than air. With all that bulk, you're bound to see him there. Unless that human being next to you is unimpressive, undistinguished, you know who. Should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. I tell ya, Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Never even know I'm
If you become a doctor, folks will face you with dread.
You become a dentist, they'll be glad when you're dead.
You get a bigger head if you can stand on your head. Be a clown, be a clown, be a clown. Be a clown, be a clown. All the world loves a clown.
Be a crazy buffoon, and your life will be a cartoon.
Dressing huge, baggy pants, and you ride the road to romance.
A butcher or a baker ladies never embrace.
A barber or a fool would be a social disgrace.
They all will come to call and you can fall on your face. Be a clown, be a clown, be a clown. Be a clown, be a clown. All the world loves a clown.
Show 'em tricks, tell 'em jokes, and you always stop to tell books. Give 'em quips, give 'em fun, and they'll pay to say you're A1. If you become a farmer, you've the weather to buck. If you become a gambler, you'll be stuck with your luck.
But Jeff, you'll never lack if you can quack like a duck. Be a clown, be a clown, be a clown.
If just one person believes in you, deep enough and strong enough, believes in you, hard enough and long enough, before you know it, someone else will think.
If she can do it, I can do it.
Making it to all people who believe in you, deep enough and strong enough, believe in you, hard enough and long enough, there's bound to be some other person who believes in making it a threesome, making it three.
anyway?
Oh, Ethel, I just need you to help me buy some time. Ricky's having his assistant conduct tryouts for an Irish dancer this afternoon, and I'm perfect for it.
Why? Because your coat's Irish wool?
No, Ethel, because I practiced hard. I know this dance. See this red hair? Is that Irish or what?
Yeah, or what?
The only problem is Ricky will be home soon, and he'll get suspicious if I'm not home or if he sees me going out.
Oh, especially in that coat on a warm day like today.
Right. That's where you come in.
Lucy, I don't know why I keep asking this question, but okay, what do you want me to do?
No, thanks, Ethel. You're a true friend. Now here's my plan. When Ricky gets home, I'll give you a quick call. When I call, you say your sink's clogged up.
But Lucy, my sink is fine.
No, but it won't be once you stuff little Ricky's ball in it.
Lucy, I don't think I'm gonna like this.
So, come on, Ethel. It'll be fine. You just have to keep Ricky busy with your clogged sink long enough for me to sneak out and get to the audition. Oh, I know I'll get the part, Ethel. And Ricky will be so proud of me.
Oh, but what if the sink overflows? Fred's out all afternoon. Does Ricky know anything about how to unclog a drain?
Oh, Ethel, it doesn't matter. That's the whole point. You just keep him helping you as a damsel in distress. His Cuban gallantry will keep him trying everything the two of you can think of.
Oh, all
That should
right.
give me plenty of time. Come on, Ethel.
Oh, all right, but I don't like it.
Oh, thanks, Ethel. Now, you better go clog your sink.
Oh, all right, but you call me as soon as you get back. I mean it.
I will. Now, just get going, Ethel. Good. Now, where are my shoes?
Oh, Lucy, I'm home.
Oh, hi, Ricky. How was your day?
Fine, how about yours?
Oh, hi, Ethel. What's that? You say your sink's clogged and you need Ricky to come help you? Just a minute. Ricky?
Uh-huh.
Can you go help Ethel? Her sink's clogged.
What's the matter with Fred?
Oh, he's out for the afternoon.
I don't know how much help I'll be. I'll try.
Oh, thanks, Ricky. Ethel, he'll be right up. Okay, good luck. Bye.
Lucy, are you cold? It's warm today.
Oh, I know. I was just sitting by the refrigerator reading and I must have gotten a chill. I just slipped my coat on for a minute.
All right. You sure you're okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Now you go help Ethel.
Funny. I didn't even hear the phone ring.
Yeah, funny. Now you go help Ethel. Good luck now. Hurry. Oh, now I've got to get going. Shoes. Ricky, you're back so soon.
Jazz, the master plumber is back.
You fixed it?
Yes, I fixed it.
But how did you, what?
I was looking down into the clogged drain when suddenly this ball pooped up out of the water into my face. Funny thing, this ball looks a lot like a ball of little Ricky's. Lucy? Lucy, what are you up to?
Up to?
Jazz, up to?
Nothing.
Nothing? Did you have something to do with Ethel's clogged drain?
Oh, I know. I didn't have something to do with Ethel's clogged drain.
Then why? Lucy, come on, what are you wearing? Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Nothing. Oh, I mean something. Oh, of course I'm wearing something. Ooh, Ricky, I better go. I've got quite a chill. I better go slip into something a little warmer.
Lucy?
Ah!
Lucy, this don't have anything to do with the part of the Irish dancer in my show, does it?
Ah!
Oh, Lucy, how many times have I told you I don't want you performing
Foreman.
Oh, but Ricky, I wanted you to be proud of me.
Oh, Lucy, I am proud of you.
You are?
Yes, but you gotta promise me one thing.
What? You need nothing.
That you won't try to audition for any more of my shows.
Okay, Ricky. I promise.
Dorothy, give me a 7-letter word that means lonely, middle-aged woman desperate to meet a man.
Oh, is that a clue for your crossword puzzle?
No, I'm buying a personalized license plate for your car.
Hey girls, the mail's here. Dorothy, have you ever heard of Dirty Dancing?
Of course, Blanche. They do it in that movie.
What movie?
Lawrence of Arabia.
This flyer says they're going to start Dirty Dancing classes down at Lawson's dance studio. What do you say, Dorothy?
Somehow I don't see myself swinging my hips and wildly gyrating my pelvis. I'm not interested.
And the world breathes a collective sigh of relief.
Well, how about you, Rose? You want to learn Dirty Dancing?
Oh, I don't know, Blanche. For some odd reason, Dirty Dancing always sounds so dirty.
Come on, Rose, you know you like dancing.
Well, I like square dancing.
Well, this is just like square dancing.
Oh, then count me in.
Oh, look, it's a letter from my friends Philomena and Dominic Bosco back in Sicily. They're visiting Miami and they're bringing their daughter, Gina.
Well, who are they?
Gina and I were born within minutes of each other at the same hospital. That's when Ma became friendly with Philomena. That's before they moved back to Sicily.
Will the Bascos be staying with us?
Unless there's a bidding war with the neighbors.
Well, even if we lose, they'll be close by.
Don't worry, they'll all stay in my room.
Oh, Ma, 3 in 1 bed? What will the Bascos say?
Throw in a goat, they'll say it's just like home.
Oh, Rose, honey, there's a box outside for you. I just came from getting a manicure and I didn't want to smudge them. You know, it isn't easy being this beautiful. Before my mama sent me to beauty camp, I was a pencil-thin, flat-chested 4-eyed nerd.
I can't believe it. You? A 4-eyed nerd?
Girls, I can't believe it is finally here. My letter and package from the Elvis Presley fan club. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm too nervous. Would you mind opening the door, please?
Sure, Rose.
Oh, thank you.
Dear Rose Nyland, your application to begin an unofficial chapter of the Elvis Presley Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love Fan Club in your neighborhood and or trailer park has been accepted.
Oh, girls, this is the happiest, most fulfilling day of my entire life.
Which makes you the most pathetic human being on this planet. I'm going to make lunch.
Well, I love Elvis.
Blanche, I would be honored if you'd be the first member of the Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love Fan Club.
Oh, I graciously accept and promise to do a good job as president.
President? Why should you be president?
Well, because I saw Elvis and Harem scare him over 50 times.
Well, so did I.
Well, I have every album he ever recorded.
So do I in every single.
Well, I kissed him at a drive-in outside of Chattanooga.
Congratulations, Madam President.
Blanche, why did you say that? You know you didn't kiss Elvis Presley.
Well, I once kissed a boy who looked just like Elvis, and technically, I think that counts.
I've got the scissors. Let's see what's in this box. Dear Rose Nyland, here are a few things to get your fan club started.
Why, it's a genuine Elvis artifact.
What is it?
It's a partially eaten pork chop. He had beautiful teeth, didn't he?
This has to be fake. Elvis never would have left this much meat on a pork chop.
You are out of the club.
That's right, Dorothy. It says right in the bylaws that anybody who makes derogatory statements about the king are grounds for immediate expulsion.
Well, I hope you're not too upset over this, Dorothy.
I've just been kicked out of an unofficial Elvis Presley fan club. I'll try to pick up the pieces and move on with my life. I mean, there must be a support group for someone like me.
Well, maybe you ought to join an organization that is a little less fanatic in its devotion.
Like what? The Shenaki Players?
Look, just what we need, Elvis impersonators at our first meeting. Dorothy, if you had to pick an impersonator, how would you pick a good one?
Thump on its belly to see if it's right. How the heck should I know? I just got kicked out of your crummy club.
Don't have to be so bitter about it, Dorothy.
Oh, girls, all this talk of dirty dancing and pork chops has made me hungry.
You know what? There's some double chocolate swirl cheesecake in the refrigerator.
I'll get the chocolate syrup.
And I'll get the whipped cream.
I'll get the gummy bears.
Oh, Jessica, didn't my Jamie look so handsome as he carried his platoon's banner past the Commandant's reviewing stand? Oh, he sure did. And did you see that gorgeous hunk carrying the American flag? Yes. I just love the military. Seeing all those young people makes me so proud of our country. I'm so excited about the tour of the barracks. Jamie says they're not fancy, but that's okay because they're hardly in them anyway. What time do we have to catch the bus?
2 o'clock.
We better get going. Oh, come on, girls. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies, ladies! We're conducting an exercise here. Okay, now listen up, all of you. For the next 2 weeks, I will be your special physical fitness instructor. You are all hand-picked members of the newest division of the Special Forces. A division created to be able to send the special forces anywhere in the world, no matter how small that place might be. Now, we may be short on stature, but we're tall on courage. The name? Squat Force. Say it with me. Squat Force. Squat Force. Squat Force. Okay, now then. You wouldn't think of going into any place small like a cave or anything like that without being properly warmed up, now would you? Of course you wouldn't. Shouldn't even take one small step in the morning before you do that. That way you avoid those doggone back pains in the middle of the afternoon. So I'm here to show you some of the exercises you can do so you can go spelunking without hurting something. Okay, now the first thing we're going to do, okay, is something really simple, like to take the weapon, okay, stretch out the upper body, take a weapon, put it behind your back like, ow! Maybe in front be just as good, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, okay? All right? Now then we're going to try and do something simple like the toe touches. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very good, okay? Then we get the hard pumping with the jumping jacks, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very good, okay? Now then we want to stretch the torso out a little bit. So you lean way over to the one side. Whoop, maybe not quite so far. Okay, like that, okay? Then we get the big muscles going like the leg muscles. Get the squat thrusts, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that, okay? Very good. Good, good. Now then, we want to get the tummy muscles warmed up, so we do the sit-ups. Okay, ready? You sit down, sit way back like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, get them hard. Like that. Now, there's a couple other things you should be aware of. It behooves you to be aware not only of your enemy, but also your physical surroundings, which could also be your enemy. Take, for instance, parachuting out of the parachuting plane. Okay, you got to account for the extra time that it's going to take you to hit the ground. There are 2 reasons for this. 1, you don't have the weight of the long legs dragging you down quite so fast. And 2, it's going to take a little longer for your legs to reach the ground than it would be for those long ones, okay? Second point, okay? When you dig in the foxhole, don't be digging the regulation-sized foxhole. You don't want to be digging something that you can get into and then you can't get out of. That would defeat the purpose of digging the foxhole in the first place. Pants size. The regulation Bermuda shorts will be doing quite nicely. Also be saving the military some money by not requiring as much material as would a person of height, okay? And then there's the subject of the bunk beds. Those of you sleeping in the top bunk, don't be jumping out of bed in the morning. Okay, now finally, then, we want to warm up with, finish up the exercises, all right? Ready? The jumping jacks, and 1, and 2, and 3, up, up.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away.
Forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there is no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
It's the time to show the world we're strong. We won't be terrorized. Evil's not
the dog.
No, thanks, Frank. I can't convince myself to eat something that looks like it's already been eaten.
Well, that's what the sauerkraut's for. It hardens the dog-ish. It brings you those taste buds just as zooming them back to life. Mwah! You top of that off with a little bit of a catch and a little bit of a mustard. What do you say, Mr. M?
No, thanks, Frank. But say, isn't it a beautiful day?
Hi, Mr. M. Hi, Mr. Furter.
Hello, Ellen.
Hello, young lady. Well, gosh, Mr. M, I did not notice. Say, Mr. M, is there any particular reason you're feeling so chipper today?
No, not really. It's just such a beautiful day. I thought I'd take a walk. I went around the block. And that brings me back by Emily's house here. You never know, she might be coming out or going in.
Yeah, Mamma Mia, she's a quiet to the looker.
What did you say? Did you say cooker?
Rumba, I said looker. She's quiet to the looker.
Yes, indeed she is. Well, I have to be getting inside now. Good to see you again, Frank.
You too, Mr. M. Have a nice day. Hunt the dogs, come and get them while they're hot. Now follow me down the street. You never do know where we're going to stop.
Egad, I can't stand the racket of those infernal trains. A gentleman can't even read his newspaper in peace and quiet. Can you read? What a miserable day. The sun is out. The birds are singing. The birds are singing! I hate it when that happens. Well, it looks like somebody's having a good day. The bank robbers escaped with $20,000 cash. How nice. I could certainly use $20,000. I don't know how I would spend it, but I find some dumb way to do it.
I tell you here, honey, I do believe Mr. Carruthers has a crush on me. Did you see the way he looked at me?
Well, I saw the way he looked at your feet.
Why, hello, ladies. Isn't it a beautiful day?
Oh, it is. It's a grand day.
And how are you, ladies?
Oh, we're just fine.
Fine, thank you.
Any special sales today?
Well, we were at the shoe store.
Ah, to see Mr. Carruthers.
Oh, now what would be making you say that?
Well, it seems like you two ladies have been buying an awful lot of shoes lately.
Well, like you've been taking a lot of walks past Miss Emily's lately.
Yes, I do find myself quite taken with her. She is quite wonderful.
Au contraire, Mr. M. 'Tis you who are wonderful.
Yes, quite wonderful indeed.
Well, come along, Cora. We must be getting home. Come along, Cora. Come along, dear. Come along, Cora.
Bye-bye, Mr. M.
Good day, ladies. Flowers. I'll get her some flowers.
Hurry, Emily! Hurry! It's your father! He's off to the store again! I think he's getting away!
Oh, Mother, I just saw the most beautiful robin outside the window.
I'm fine, I'm fine.
So let me just steady you!
I'm fine, I tell you, just fine.
Egad, can a person have a little peace and quiet without some old geezer bumping about? Heaven's sake, hello! Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sheldon S. Sewer Rat. Initials S. And yes, another S. It's spelled Sewer Rat, but I much prefer the pronunciation Souret because it sounds so French. I have risen recently acquired these two buildings, number 103 and number 105. Unfortunately for the previous owners, they both passed away quite unexpectedly, suddenly, and for no known cause. But rumor has it, they drank something that didn't agree with them. Oh, be still. I rented number 105 to Mr. Merton Manley. Solid citizen, total gentleman, makes me gay. But that's two buildings down and one to go. Number 101, the home of the Everrights, Edgar and Ebba. Now here's a vaudeville act for you. One talks funny and one walks funny. But their sweet young daughter Emily, now she's another matter altogether. So once I own their building, and I will own their building, you're playing my song. It means I shall own the entire block, and I shall turn around and sell it to the Brooklyn Rapid Transit Corporation for their new terminal. Perhaps we can call it the Surrey Station, and we can all say, "Hooray for Surrey!"
Oh my goodness, I forgot to make my shopping list. Mother, you two run along ahead. I'm sure I'll be able to catch up with you.
Of course, dear. And we told granddaughter Ellen that she can join us too, as soon as she's finished drinking the milk and having her cookies. Now come along, Edgar. Oh, we have a lot of errands to run. Now we really have to move along, Edgar.
I'm going. But, you know, that reminds me of the time. It was back.
Oh, enough of your stories, Edgar. Move along.
Now, not too fast, you two.
Oh, not too fast indeed. Did you hear that, Edgar?
I'm going. You know, that reminds me, there was another time.
Enough already, Edgar. Move along.
Why, good day, Mrs. Everright, Mr. Everright. Isn't it a beautiful day?
Why, indeed it is. And those flowers, they're gorgeous.
Yes, therefore...
Bless you, dear.
Therefore, you.
Oh, Mr. M, how sweet.
I was planning on saying something eloquent when I presented them. But here.
Oh, thank you. They're lovely.
As are you.
Oh, Mr. M. Mother tells me you work for the railroad.
Yes.
But you seem to be home quite a bit.
Yes, I'm doing a bit of research and writing at the moment.
Research? That sounds interesting.
Yes, I find it so. Actually, I'm researching this block of homes.
Whatever for?
Well, for a possible site for a new terminal for the trains.
A new terminal?
Yes, as it turns out, the geologic structure beneath this site is ideal to support several layers of underground tunnels. And it is in close proximity to 4 existing rail lines my company is in the process of buying.
Did you say layers of tunnels?
Yes, we're planning to put the trains underground, creating a subterranean transportation system.
How fascinating. Certainly would be quieter than all that banging and clanging and whistling we hear now.
Precisely.
So what type of research do you do?
Well, once I found this location, I needed to find out who owned it.
Oh, that would be my father. And my dearly departed aunt and uncle, God rest their souls.
So I found out when I researched the titles. It appears they both died quite untimely deaths.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about them?
My father's sister Ella lived where Mr. Saray lives now. She was sitting on her front stoop one morning, just about a year ago, drinking her morning tea, when she suddenly kicked the bucket. It landed just about where you're sitting now.
She died just like that.
Well, they suspected some type of poison, but were never able to find trace of it, or a suspect, mainly because they could find no motive.
I see.
Now, my father's brother Elvin lived in your house for many years. It was just 6 months ago they found him dead in his kitchen.
I see.
Of course, they suspected some sort of foul play, but again could find no motive. Oh, my aunt and uncle were such kind, wonderful people. Who on earth would want to harm either of them?
I have a suspicion. I'm sure.
Then when my Uncle Elton passed away, we couldn't help but wonder, could there be a connection? And then you showed up wanting to rent his house.
Hello again, Mr. M. Auntie, would you please tell Grandmother and Grandpa that I love the milk and cookies, and I'll be back later to see them.
Oh, of course, Ellen, dear.
Miss Emily, I may be getting closer to having a few answers that may help determine what really happened to your dear departed aunt and uncle.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
You see, once I found this site, I went to the title office to research who the owners were. I was elated to find out that all 3 homes are owned by the same family. But I also learned of the sudden and suspicious deaths of 2 of the owners. I began to smell a rat when I found out someone else had been inquiring about these very same properties shortly before your aunt passed away.
Do you know who that person is?
Not yet, but the clerk at the title office said he wore a monocle and had a large flower in his lapel. Oh, and he also had a large handlebar mustache, just like the one Mr. Sewer Rat used to have.
Oh, no, that's pronounced Saray.
I prefer Sewer Rat. The more I learn about Mr. Sheldon S. Sewer Rat, the more suspicious I become.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, for example, he had a large... Well, for example, he had a large handlebar mustache, and he happened to show up to rent your aunt's house shortly after she died from a suspicious poison.
Well, I don't see that as any more suspicious than you showing up to rent my uncle's house.
Well, perhaps not, but my motives are threefold. 1, I wanted to get to know this Mr. Sewer Rat better to see if he is in some way linked to the deaths. 2, I wanted to get to study this site firsthand.
Go on. You said your motives were in threefold.
You. I wanted to get closer to you. Since that first day when I spoke to your mother there on the front step, and I caught a glimpse of you at your sewing machine, I said to myself, now there's someone I could fall for.
Fall for?
Yes, engine, tender, and caboose.
I think I'm going to get sick.
Emily. Some days I can't concentrate on my work when I think of you just 2 doors away. When I think of these delicate hands passing the fabric under the sewing machine's needle, how I wish I were stitched to you.
I'm flattered. I too noticed you that morning. You looked so handsome in your suit and cravat. May I call you by your first name?
Why, of course.
Oh, thank you, Merton.
Well, hello, Mr. Hell, Miss Everett.
Ladies.
Hello, Miss Everett.
Ladies.
Miss Everett.
How do you do?
Fine, thank you. Well, we must get along. Come along, Cora.
More shoes? Tell me, do you really think there could be a link between Mr. Saray and the sudden death?
Yes, but what is missing is the ability to prove it was him that inquired at the title office over a year ago. Then, just this morning as I was having my breakfast, suddenly it hit me.
What hit you, Martin? Were you hurt?
Handwriting comparisons. It occurred to me to check to see if the monocle inquirer had written anything while at the title office. I telephoned this morning and the clerk said he had filled out a form and signed it.
Wonderful!
And she was so kind she agreed to bring me the document here when she gets off of work, as her train goes right by her.
Oh, that is kind. Was she able to tell you the name of the person who signed it?
Sylvester S. Sidewinder.
Oh, well then it could not possibly be Mr. Saray.
Ah, but what if he had used a false identity?
I see what you mean. So you think if you can compare that document as a signature to the handwriting of Mr. Saray, this would help your case?
Absolutely. I objected to Mr. Soray's head. That is not a pretty sight. Always one step ahead of the law. Why, he's involved in every scheme and scam, from selling bridges for scrap metal to selling snake oils and potions that promise to cure everything from warts to typhoid.
Is there anything I can do to help, Merton?
Yes, Emily, now that you ask, do you think you could find a way to obtain a sample of Mr. Sewer Rat's handwriting?
Perhaps I could.
That would be wonderful.
I shall think of some kind of ruse to obtain his signature for you.
Thank you so much.
Although I still cannot believe him to be the evil man you say he is.
I assure you, I will prove him to be the sidewinder that signed that document at the title office. How I should love to get that scoundrel out of your neighborhood and out of your life.
Oh my goodness, the time! I forgot about the time. Oh, I must quickly make my list of shopping supplies and catch up with Mother and Father. They're bound to be 3 buildings away by now. Goodbye, Miss Merton.
Goodbye, Emily.
Oh, I shall think of some way to obtain Mr. Surrey's signature for you.
You won't be sorry. Good day.
A sample of my signature, indeed. Perhaps it's time I took a sample myself. A sample of the lovely Miss Everett. Why, with her in my clutches, I could make demands on their father. Have you turn this property over to me, and then I shall be rich.
Hey, Beanie, I thought you said it was just a few blocks to Coney Island.
Gosh, Coco, I sure thought it was. I've walked the whole street through my clown shoes into my clown foot. Hey, look, it's clowns. Hi, kids.
Hi, clowns! Hey, clowns, do you have one of those great horns?
What do you think I am, a horn dog?
Or maybe a rhinoceros?
Or a unicorn?
No, clowns, she meant one of those silly horns that toots every time you do something funny.
Do you mean something funny like if I grab your nose?
Yeah, like that.
Or pulls your finger?
You clowns are funny.
Oh, gosh. Go on.
What are you clowns doing here anyway?
We're off to join the circus.
Join the circus? You look like you're already in one.
We are. We just got to join up with it.
Yeah, we just arrived by train this morning, and the circus opens tomorrow at Coney Island before heading out on tour.
We thought we could walk there, but our feet are saying no.
I'm getting great complaints from my corn.
I thought you said horn.
Say, my father drives an ice truck that makes a run out to Coney Island nearly every day. You should be crossing this very street just up 2 blocks most any time now. I'm sure he could give you a ride.
Aw, who'd want to do that for a couple of New York clowns?
Hey, it's no problem. He'd be glad to do it. Come on, I'll go with you.
You do that for us.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's true what they say about people in New York. They'll do anything to help you out.
You're right. Just 2 blocks up?
Yep.
Well, come on, feet. Let's get on with it.
You'll be there before you know it.
I sure hope so. I do believe Mr. Carruthers has a crush on you.
Well, I can tell you what, these shoes have a crush on me feet. Me dogs are broken. I need to sit down. I'm in school.
Oh. Where is she? She should have been here by now with that document. Oh, hello, ladies. How are the new shoes working out?
Well, except for my heels and my toes, they're just fine.
Well, perhaps the joy of buying them is good for the soul.
Oh,
that was a good one, Martin.
If I weren't in such pain, I might find that amusing. Well, come along, Cora. We must be getting home. Maybe some Epsom salts and we could soak her feet. And
yes, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all these shoes.
I don't know either. I think I don't know how you need anything off. It's such a ridiculous amount. She's not going to get hurt. This is
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need your help here. Yes, it's your time. This is where I reveal my diabolical plot. But I have so many options. But I've narrowed it down to 3 choices, and I'm going to need your assistance because I seem to have misplaced my 3-sided coin. This is what we've decided to do with our dear, lovely little heroine. First, we could tie her to the railroad tracks. Truly a villainous deed. Second of all, we could tie her to a log and run her through the buzzsaw. She'll get a buzz out of that. Or third, I could kidnap her and demand her father make a cede to my wishes. So, by your applause and your applause only shall I make my decision. I'll give you time to think it over. Time's up. Choice number 1, tie her to the railroad tracks? No response. You must be from London, a little slow tonight, aren't you? Choice number 2, I can tie her to a log and run her through the buzzsaw. The lively side of the room. Or choice number 3, we could kidnap her and make demands of her father. Wonderful! You made me decide because, what the heck? The railroads are so public in New York, and who ever heard of a chainsaw and a buzzsaw things in downtown New York? I shall kidnap her, but first I'll need a rope right here. You are a lousy shot. That
hurts. Oh, you're still here.
Yes, my list took me longer than I thought.
Have you thought of a way to get a sample of his signature yet?
Yes. Last week, my mother attended a women's suffrage rally. Now, after remembering Susan B. Anthony of Rochester, New York, they passed out petitions for all the attendees to gather signatures from all those in favor of women getting the vote.
That's ingenious.
Yeah. Oh, I simply must go. Mother and father are probably 5 buildings away by now.
Thank you so much for your help. I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Oh, and I as well. Merton.
Are you Mrs. Bell?
It's Miss Bell to you, Sonny. Miss Clara Bell.
Why, yes, of course. Miss Bell, I really appreciate your bringing the document for me to scrutinize.
Glad to do it. Don't want any more thieves and murderers in this city. If the title office can help, then I'm proud to do it.
Well, let's get a look at that document, shall we?
I thought I put this on this morning. A match set. I'm awfully hungry. Forgot to cook this last night. Oh no, I'm saving that for later. Now, what are we looking for in here anyway? Documents. Here.
This is perfect, Miss Bell. Now, once Emily gets a sample of that villain's signature, and I can prove that he's behind the deaths of her aunt and uncle, I can bring some closure to the Everett family. Thank you again so much for bringing me this document, Miss Bell. I promise I will return it as I said I would.
I'll hold you to that, young man. Without our paperwork, the title office just isn't much of anything. Now, when you bring that back, you be sure you ask for Miss Clara Bell.
Yes, indeed I will. Miss Clara Bell. Now, you best hurry along so you don't miss the next train.
Land sakes! Have you met the seamstress, young man?
Oh, yes, I have.
Good boy. You know, I had me a beau once. Left me with nothing but the clothes on my back and the curves of an aching heart.
Thank you, driver.
Thank you so much.
Oh, what a wonderful idea to take a taxi. It certainly does beat walking.
Well, more or less. Considerably less or more than more.
Come along, husband. Now let's get you inside.
Oh, Mother, I
it's Merton.
Yes, Mother.
Our little plan is going along splendidly, don't you think? Once I've kidnapped the daughter, I can make demands of her father to sign his property all over to me, and then I shall be rich. Yes. But how to best determine how to execute my plan to kidnap her? Perhaps some ruse to get her into my house. I shall put on my thinking cap.
Hello, Mr. Saray.
Yes. I've been thinking. So what can I do for you?
I am here on behalf of the women's suffrage movement, and I would like to ask for your signature on this petition.
Say, Kenneth. Talk about opportunity, Doctor. She has come to me. I think you are witnessing the very first melodrama where the villain actually wins. First you help me devise this wonderful little scheme, and then the heroine keeps knocking at my door. It reminds me of a Little Red Riding Hood, and I am the big bad wolf. A signature you want me to sign here, is it? Why don't you come in the house and I'll find a pen?
Oh, no, I have one right here.
Yes, but that's not my official petition signing pen. You see, I signed my first petition to have unruly, lousy aim popcorn throwers removed from the theater for ruining and hissing much too loudly. And ever since then, it's been my official petition signing pen.
Well, I really don't mind if you use mine. If you would just put your signature right here.
Let me see. You would like me to sign my signature right there?
Oh, that's right! She said she was going to Mr. Suray's. So, I'll try there first.
Why, yes, Mrs. Everett, may I help you?
Have you seen my daughter, Emily?
Why, yes, she was here just a few moments ago asking me to sign a petition, which I graciously signed. And then she said she was going to work her way down the street to get some more signatures. Perhaps she's with Manly Martin next door.
Why, thank you, Mr. Suray. You've been most kind.
Not at all, not at all. Why, Mrs. Everett.
So, it's my daughter, Emily. I wanted her to help me fix dinner. But Mr. Suray said she was headed your way, getting the petition signed for the suffrage movement.
Mr. SSS told you that? I smell a rat. Oh, Betty has her in there. Look, there she is.
Glory be! Saints be God! What are we ever gonna do? Oi,
stop! We have to remain calm. We have to have a plan to free her.
Yes, a plan! Quickly!
I have it.
That was quick!
Mrs. Everett, you go to the station house and get the police. I will break in and save her.
I just hope I'm not too late!
Why, yes, Mr. M. Is there something I can do for you?
There most certainly is, you rat.
That's sewer rat, Merton.
I want Miss Emily freed. I want her freed now.
Well, you seem to be forgetting one thing.
What's that?
The gun! The villain always has the gun!
Release my daughter, you fiend!
Yes, please release her. She's done nothing to you.
Well, since you said please, no! Can't am I what you old buzzard. Once I get you to sign over your property to me, I'll be rid of you.
Why would I want to sign over my property to you?
To free your daughter from her bonds. See how she struggles. See how she struggles!
I can
you to sign this. While you were out shopping, I took the liberty of helping myself to the deed to the ranch. Your signature here will sign over the whole block to me, and I shall be rich.
Where would you have me sign?
Right here. You hold this. Sign right there.
You hold this.
All right.
All signed.
A wonderful picture came. I think this calls for a celebration, don't you? Keep holding that. Like this, if you would.
All right.
In the first act, he was sleepy. Now he's shaky. Here you have. You light it.
Oh, very well. Now what? You read?
First of all, I tie up a few loose ends, starting with you two. I'll lock you both in the house, and then I will take a long puff of my cigar and stow it into the house where it will ignite the kerosene that I have so liberally spent throughout the house, and you two shall look like two Roman candles. And once the property has burned to the ground, the railroad company will find the site much more desirable because they won't have to demolish it.
He's coming! The officer! He's coming!
The police are coming! It's time for me to make my escape!
I wouldn't go down there with that lip. I shall break in and rescue her before the house catches on fire.
Oh, do be careful!
Here I come to save the day.
Where is the rat?
I'm afraid he got gas!
Here she is, safe and sound.
Father! What did that evil man do to you?
He forced your father to sign over the title to his property.
Ah, but I fooled him. I put my X on the back of his coat. And then, just as he was going into the sewer, I pulled the document from his hand.
What an appropriate ending for a sewer ranch, and for the three of you. Mr. Everett, I have the distinct pleasure of informing you that the railroad is willing to pay handsomely for this block of homes here, and I can prove that Mr. Sewer Ranch obtained the titles to number 103 and 105 illegally, and that they rightfully belong to you. This location will be transformed into the grandest railroad terminal in all of New York City.
How wonderful, Edgar! Now we can get a place closer to shopping!
And perhaps I won't have to take in any more sewing.
Not if I have anything to say about it. Yes, Miss Emily, I have decided that we should marry and that I should take care of you.
Need a priest?
We can buy our own house here in New York and watch the city grow as the Underground Railroads whisk the passengers on their way.
How about that, Edgar? The happy couple, Mr. M and M. How sweet it is!
Start spreading the news. We're leaving today. Thank you.